Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Now this one is a little bit different. I'm obviously in the lab right now, but I'm going to throw you back to some clips from a number of years ago on a research trip to One Tree Island, which is a research station in the Southern Great Barrier Reef. So it is only a research station. It's not like a tourist destination like Heron Island is, but you boat to Heron Island and then you boat to One Tree Island. So I'll give you a bit of behind the scenes tour. This was filmed a couple of years ago, so they've probably been updated a bit, but you'll see as a research station doing research, it's not going to be 5-star accommodation. So we have to cook all ourselves, we have to do all our own things, we have to ship over all our food, as well as take all the equipment and stuff we need to research. So I was lucky, I spent 3 weeks here at One Tree Island, and it's totally untouched, so it was amazing. So I was working primarily on tropical butterfly fish, and I was doing collections to bring back to Sydney, as well as observations and helping out my professors and the PhD students that were working there as well. So a whole different range of tasks we did. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this one. I'm gonna overlay all the audio because at the time the audio didn't work or it's got lost or corrupt over time, but the videos are still there. So I'll put them together. There's a little bit of underwater footage as well, so you can see what it's like in some of the main areas within the lagoon or in the gutter. And yeah, hopefully you guys get something out of it and enjoy. All right, this is the crystal blue water of One Tree Island Lagoon. As you can see, I'm all in my wetsuit, keeping warm because I was in the water for a couple of hours a day. But I'll pan out of the water just to see what the island looks like from the water. One Tree Island is a coral cay that is about 8 hectares in size, but the island itself is only a small speck, only a couple of 100 meters wide. So it's very quick to walk around. This is the main building where the researchers will stay. And as you can see as we go in, this is the first part of the kitchen. So you can see it's very primitive. We've got fridges and freezers and everything like that, but all the cooking is done pretty low key. The building's split into 2 wings with rooms on either side, so they've got bunk beds in them. This is the bathroom. As you can see, this is the shower. It is a bucket that you fill up with water, hopefully hot, and drop it on yourself. And then this is a long drop toilet. No flush on this guy. Straight down into the ground. This is the other wing of the accommodation with 2 rooms here. This is the room I was in. I had a room to myself, luckily, but it's got 4 bunk beds. As you can see, single size, nice and simple, but does have power and a little desk and a couple of other things there. All right, heading down the stairs of the accommodation, you can see it does not have one tree on the island. It's got plenty of birds, so lots and lots of birds nesting there. And as you walk past the main research building, straight out into the lagoon, real low tide, flat at the moment. A couple of research boats, lots of birds flying around. But that's pretty much it. All right, jumping in the gutter or the channel to the ins and outs of the water into the lagoon. So it's very tidal. You can see here I'm following a Valentini pufferfish, a little small fish, which is actually a feature in a Netflix documentary called Puff, The Wonders of the Reef. But lots of Goniopora and Alveopora boulders, lots of coral, lots of butterfly fish and tangs. Plenty of hard coral here. You can see lots of bright yellow and green hard coral. And then panning down to a yellow boxfish, one of my favorite fish to see on the reef. Very skittish, but it is literally a square shape. All right, this area of the reef is the reef flat, which is actually exposed to air during low tide. And here you've got a big shovel-nosed ray just cruising through it. I have a whole bunch of this footage of these GoPros that I mounted in the lagoon of the study species I was looking at, the Chaetodon auriga, or the threadfin butterfly. So you'll see them with the white, yellow and black on them. And there's a number of other butterfly fish species here, including the raccoons and also the dusky there, but plenty of other fish coming through. And these videos were primarily just for observing feeding habits, as well as schooling behaviors. And you can see a juvenile threadfin butterfly moving across the screen. All right, some clips here to give you a bit of an idea of the variety of habitats within the lagoon and around the island itself. So we've got some beautiful clips here of the long polyp stony corals all through the lagoon. You can see them there on the bottom of the screen, as well as big sandy open patches between all the coral bommies. Here again, hard coral, lots and lots of rocky rubble. If you have a look closely here, you'll see a pipefish just swimming over the rock, which is obviously a similar species to a seahorse, beautifully camouflaged. And moving into an area that we call Shark Alley, you can see the tide is ripping here in quite shallow water. But this is all dominated by one species of coral, a Porides, a column species. So they actually have these big columns that go up, but because the low tide, they're all flat along the complete top of all of the bommies. Kind of cool to see. Thanks for watching that video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, enjoyed some of those underwater clips. I didn't have too many because a lot were corrupt, but I hope you enjoyed the little tour to see about behind the scenes on, research stations and stuff like that, and obviously the beautiful barrier reef. So hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I've got more of these coming in the next couple of weeks on different islands in the barrier reef and the South Pacific, so I'll be dropping them in weeks to come. So yeah, tune in. Hopefully you enjoyed them. See you guys.